Glad to have you with us in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, as we're here for what should be another exciting edition of the Rate Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense comes onto the field first today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl trip. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sticks it in his belly. Got the first down and still on his feet. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Walker. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Tries to get it on the ground. The Bearcats get it past the sticks.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Fullback's got it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. A little old school football riding the big fella, and a nice gain on that one.
Yeah, this this guy's an athlete, too. He's not just a blocker. You can hand off the ball, and he can go find positive yards. Shows you right there.
And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at on the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. Quick completion on the out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They give to the big fullback, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They're wearing this defense down on the opening drive. 12th play coming. Now it's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And the Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Grover. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. This is a design run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Iowa's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Connection to the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's got the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide open spaces. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And in that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Looking for the score. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. They'll go to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give is to Williams. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Quarterback will keep it. Got the first down and more. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And he's a little bit short, but how about the effort? At least he laid out. You see so many quarterbacks slide nowadays to protect themselves. He laid out for the first down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit short.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Now they're going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Calls his own number. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
29 Phillies.
On the run, it's Bryant.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The Bearcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Cricket.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Rides to the back. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. There he goes. He's at, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Iowa!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll give it to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Offense gets set for second down. The give is to Williams. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Bearcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball around.
The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. packed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback keeps it. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
Makes the grab outside. It's Jennings.
When on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Bearcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The give out of the gun. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we can feel the excitement of this Rate Bowl in Phoenix back here in our studios. Talk about a riveting first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, and the exciting conclusion of the Rate Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll run the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the big fullback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a crease. It's Walker. On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Bearcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much of the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Here's the handoff. Shakes off. It's a seam wide open.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
After run, now throw. He makes a catch. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it with the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
A little screen to the running back. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take it.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They put together an 81-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. The give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The give to the fullback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Finds a little space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I think that's a good call offensively, Reese. You're sort of in no man's land at midfield. You've got fourth down, and you believe in your guys to go and get it done on the ground. They're able to pick up the first.
Were you at all surprised by the decision to run it there?
No, not with their personnel up front. Just the way that these guys have sort of established the tone in this game. They've been the more physical team, so I like the play call.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
42, Spider.
They'll give it to Johnson. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Pulls it in. It's Gill. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Working that left side now. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Flips it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the field goal unit is on the field. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 20.